Wow.
That's the best we're gonna get. Let's be real.
Yeah.
All right. This is We Are One. Aaron.
Austin.
Patrick.
So yeah. So yeah, this is the first podcast, hopefully out of many. Like,
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, we got plenty of stuff that we started recording already.
oh,
We
without
took
a
a solid
doubt.
day out to go out and do stuff, so I would hope we would keep continuing to do this.
Right. I
So.
mean, you guys, yeah, we'll see the 3-part series. Pretty much.
3-part series. Some nice photos.
Nice photos. We have a little bit of video. Yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah, the length is going to kind of be dependent on how much shots there are able to be taken at each location. If it's not that crazy, then sadly there's not going to be as many shots.
Yeah.
Be real.
Don't be a shorter one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're only there a couple hours.
And yeah, some of the locations we were only there for about an hour.
Yeah.
But luckily with 3 photographers, you know what I mean, slash videographers, I think. I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Videographer.
There we go. So, I mean...
Videotaker.
Videotaker.
The video.
Vloggers.
Three random dudes in the woods with some cameras, alright? Like, let's get some wild imaginations going on this shit.
So, yeah. So.
Borrowed my money. Gave us some camera money. No.
No, sadly everything came out of our pockets.
Yeah.
Oh, so broke.
I agree, bro. I agree. Yeah. Where do we want to start off? Do we want to kind of start off on like our first trip, like talking about our first trip and kind of like what came about it?
Yeah. So this man said there were going to be demons, right? This man Austin here. He's like, afterwards, we might have to get a smudge to get it removed. You know, shit's crazy.
He was like, we're going to this crazy haunted tunnel. I
kind of didn't want to go.
Right. He said there's going to be this crazy tunnel, and it was like a 10-foot tunnel. No train tracks.
It was a 30-foot. At least a 30-foot.
Our hometown's bigger than that tunnel, man. I'm just
saying.
I walked under that.
You're right. Fair enough. I mean, like, I was told this information from a friend. I did not go and get to scout the location prior, but I was also told that there's another tunnel on that location, so we can always go back. Or I can at least scout it this time, not waste everybody's time.
Yeah, you're definitely going to be the scout. From now on, too.
For that location,
Until I make this up, yeah. I get it. I see how this is.
Austin, a.k.a. Scout. All right?
Gang.
Gang. Speaking of Scout, you guys watch Moneyball on Netflix? Shout out, man.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to Patrick's cat's Instagram.
Yeah, Mufasa, just like my nickname, Mufasa the King. Except it's just Fossey. I think it's Mufasa 917.
There we go. It's Snap Instagram about a cat.
Yeah, it's my mom. It's all my mom's shit, but it's all my photos. My mom takes care of it. It's just I've taken great photos of this cat, man. Epic photos.
But yeah,
he's my screensaver, man. It's so yeah.
So yeah, so the journey out there was about. There was a journey and a half, to be honest.
Hour and a half, easy.
Hour and a half, yeah.
I could tell because I sat in the back seat. I counted the whole way.
I counted every second.
The one location we had, technically one location that we thought we were going to go to, ended up going to 3.
Yeah.
So
we had to make the most of it.
Exactly. It wasn't that bad. I mean, 3 locations, all of them varying with like one was really naturey and really nice. The other one was kind of like really old. The tunnel, was really old and kind of felt out of place. And then the best way I can say is like the abandoned trailer, right? The trailer. Do you guys best way to put it?
Trailer.
The trailer was honestly the best part. Like, you didn't even take us to go see the tunnel. You took me to go see that trailer.
Right, and that trailer was really interesting.
That's fair.
I wish I went inside, but there was no way I was stepping foot in that thing. That thing was going to fall apart.
Nah.
Like, No.
You
took a step in that thing, you'd be part of the asbestos on the bottom of it.
Oh, so you guys know I do plan on building an Instagram for anybody who's curious. All the photos, even ones that were a little bit too blurry to go into the video collages that you guys see, /video collages will be on there, so you guys can see all of those. So yeah.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. I gotta set that up when I get some free time.
Yep.
That's a lot of free time. I can help you, You don't gotta do this by yourself, man.
You know how I am, Pat.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it. That's another talk for another time, though. So yeah, out of like the first place you went to technically was the like abandoned trailer. How'd you guys feel about it? Besides like the circumstances that came with the tunnel, like how did you all feel about that?
I mean, it was definitely the more spookier place that we went to for the.
I want to know why it was there, how long it was there, and why.
Right.
Like how? How did it get so fucked up? And somebody had to go with that thing, like multiple people.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I looked this place up.
Like a little party
train tunnel, and then I don't know if we were gonna say where it was, but insert name here. And I looked it up, and there was a picture of it right there. And it's like, oh yeah, me and the guys take our Jeeps here all the time. It's a nice place to hang out. So people chill there all the time. So I want to know how many people,
like actually how many people knew about it, this type of deal.
Yeah. Or how long it's been. Mainly, I would just like to know the
you would like to know the history about it, yeah. I mean, that's the thing though. Like a lot of this is kind of finding like the historical value of everything, Paranormal shit's cool and all, but like just history behind things to me is like a big thing.
Yeah. That's been my favorite part about doing this so far. Is just looking up all this shit. I used to do when I was a kid. I'd hear about a place that was super old. Like how much shit I learned about Lockport because
nice
history and it was there.
Yeah, I mean random cities. Just like I know a whole bunch about. I know a decent amount about Flint, Michigan, and what kind of started that was like the water thing that was still going on there. So like I don't know. I just wanted to look up more about it. You know what I mean? Moise, Idaho. If you guys ever heard of that, Moise, Idaho was a city. It no longer is. It's a ghost town now. But like it had a population of like 40,000 people and went to nothing in the span of like 3 months.
I want to go there. We got to go to a place like a whole abandoned town. Like a whole town just.
See, my goal for this channel, like I don't know if you guys agree. I want to go to Chernobyl. I want to go to Chernobyl. I want to go to Chernobyl.
Chernobyl?
Yeah. I would love to go to Chernobyl. I would love to
as long as we take the proper as long as we take the proper steps into it, I'd be down.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, legal completely all the way through. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I would.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I would love to honestly go to. I know some people it might be hard to hear, but like I would love to go to like Auschwitz.
Yeah,
and just feel the energy there. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like celebrate. It's just the history behind it, the impact that it had. You know what I mean? Everything, just the historical value that it has.
Yeah,
I guess so. I don't know. If I were in a place like that, I'd be so depressed.
That's the thing is like the thing about history is we need to know about it so we never reoccur it again. You know what I mean?
Well, I know about it. I don't have to see it in person. I got the message. So when were you gonna plan on going? I mean, you're not going anytime soon.
No,
that's for sure.
No, all these are things out in the future. I mean, to be honest, like we would definitely need like to start building a community, and I guess these podcasts are kind of like the perfect plan for this community. You guys can like DM us with like questions that you guys have that you want us to answer on the podcast. Maybe like suggestions of places that are kind of near our area. Once you know what I mean, we kind of get a little bit more established. So yeah, just kind of continue to go on there, and if it picks up flame and shit happens. I'm not gonna complain, Yeah.
Right.
If it doesn't, this is still more of a corny term than it is. It's a beautiful thing, just being able to do this.
Yeah.
It's definitely enlightening in a sense.
Finally, though, I mean, how long have you and I tried to start a podcast?
Definitely, it's definitely. not limited by anything, to be honest, because I expect us to talk about, I don't know, ancient aliens to Buddha to why cows and chickens are called cows and chickens.
This podcast, I feel, is just going to be more like, hey, these are these guys from that channel on YouTube. And they sort of talk about what they're doing, but mainly this one guy.
They just have conversations about random stuff. And I'm fine with that. I really am. Like I said, like, as long as it buds out to something, then I don't care.
Right. Yeah, honestly.
But
so yeah.
As we talked about the trailer a little bit. I don't know. A part of me definitely wanted to get like an EPE reader, freaking the static reader. I can't remember what it's called right now, where they use static to talk.
Yeah.
And
the spirit box.
Spirit box, yes.
Spirit box.
And get a couple things like that and go back there sooner or later to see if there's anything residual or anything like that. Because I don't know, I got a weird feeling being there, and it wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to be that guy. Because I'll be honest, I'm the biggest skeptic you'll ever meet.
Right.
But something just felt a little off there, and I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just because it was kind of out in the boonies or not. But yeah, so that's the feeling I got.
Well, I know when we
see me.
You didn't get that?
Go ahead, Pat.
Well, maybe a little bit like like at the trailer, but only because the trailer just was like, I don't know. It's because mainly I wasn't expecting it there. I wasn't expecting there to be this fucking little mobile home that has like that holes all over, spray paint, you will die here, and all kinds of shit.
Right.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting find, to say the least. I mean, like, I know while we were going through some of our stuff, we weren't expecting anything. We had like static in one of the
we had
like weird.
We had weird static when we were going underneath it. We had weird static when I videotaped underneath the house itself.
Yeah.
I looked it up. There's only one, there's one or two explanations that there's still power, but I don't believe that one.
No, we took pictures of transformers around, and it was all blown and gone.
And
there's had a nest built in there. You can see up in the top. There's a little nest that was built there and already destroyed. So
somebody said a high amount of copper.
That one could be it.
Exactly.
There could have been.
I know. I'm saying they said that with very old cameras and some modern cameras, but they said only some modern cameras. So I don't know if maybe it's the brand that we were using or not. You know what I mean? We don't know.
Right.
So that was the first weird thing. And then underneath the bridge, we did one recording back to back, and one was completely distorted, and the other one was completely fine. So that was another weird instance. That was about 10 yards away from the house. Give or take a yard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it was right there. I could yeah.
So that was
travels through water, they say.
Exactly. So
it's a great conductor.
That was an interesting thing within itself. Then we went to the tunnel. The tunnel, nothing really too crazy. I didn't really catch anything. Talking about that, I got to remember to do something with that video.
Yeah. What? Are you pulling it up now?
I have it ready to upload so you guys know, but I forgot to put a seizure warning in the beginning because there was slight flashing lights.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So I gotta just do that. That's fine though. That'll be fixed in the matter of no time. I'll just add it in the beginning of the clip. So I will say that we are trying to be considerate here. You know, we're trying to make sure everybody's okay. I know a lot of channels nowadays are like, oh well, it's YouTube. We don't really have to put a warning there, because
You do. You know.
I mean, a lot of people don't, though, to be honest. Let's be real. A lot of video games, it's, you should know what you're getting into. Because, a lot of paranormal stuff, strobe-style lightings are used to catch things.
I mean, I know in, real, people that actually go out and go, ghost hunting and whatnot, they post in their videos, they'll give you, a warning right before the shot actually happens, warning. Please be advised, we are about to use a strobe light. If you have, you can fast forward to, a few minutes ahead, and you'll, won't have to worry about it, and you'll see the content that we caught, regardless of, watching the scene.
Oh, what I was going to put is just a disclaimer in the beginning of the video and timestamp it. Here.
No. I'm just saying, Yeah, that's what I know a couple people that do that in their channels. So
No, I understand. But yeah, so like that's see, like we all have plans, stuff like that. We all, you know what I mean, know some procedures. You know what I mean. Make sure stuff's okay, because we understand that, you know what I mean. Everybody has something. That's to say the least. But yeah, so moving on from that, then we had the waterfall. Honestly, I thought those were some amazing shots. I thought it was some beautiful nature out there.
That shit was fun as fuck.
A part of me really wants to go to the nature trail nearby where me and Pat live.
Yeah.
I think we can get some really nice shots. We can go where Cam took us, Pat.
Yeah. You could get some great shots.
So I think that one's going to be more nature than haunted.
But on my phone.
Yeah, so it'd be more
that's
nature-y.
Another thing. Like, this isn't just
haunting.
Stuff. I mean, even in the thing, it just says urban exploration, because I feel like nowadays.
Oh, I was about to say our channel says urban exploration, nature, and possibly paranormal. Because you can't guarantee paranormal, you know. Let's be real here.
Yeah. We're not specifically going out looking for it when we go to these locations. We're going to places that are like, oh, there's chances of it being haunted. You know, we caught stuff here or there. It's like, oh, cool. We're going to explore regardless. If we catch stuff, bonus.
Exactly. Completely and utterly. Like, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm going there hoping to get it, so.
I understand. No, I mean, we all kind of have our own reasons here.
You sold me on this, man. You sold me on it.
No, I can't blame you. It's just, a part of me, like, loves the nature within itself, too. Like, my favorite part, like, to be honest, some of my favorite shots were just taking those nature shots.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize how much I would enjoy that. We're going to try to get some of these podcasts out in nature, to be honest. It's going to be more difficult.
I mean, it is about to be winter. So, I mean...
Don't expect that for a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe come summertime we'll figure that out.
Exactly.
Spring, summer.
You know, I might look like... we may look like we can withstand the cold. Doesn't mean we want
to. We clearly chunky boys.
We all have some thickness.
Yeah.
I have a question. I mean, because we might as well talk about these things on the podcast. What do we think about an upload schedule for these? Monthly, bi-weekly?
Maybe not as much with the winter coming up, because it's going to be a lot harder to get around and whatnot, especially Buffalo winters.
It's a shitty time to start when you come to think of it.
I'm talking about for the podcast, not the videos.
Oh, podcast? I mean, we could do this like a weekly thing or every other week. Find some new stuff to talk about and figure it out.
Right. I mean, and we did also mention, like, for shits and giggles during the winter, like just playing some horror games.
Yeah.
So
we could definitely do like some horror games setup, as well as like you just do podcasts.
Exactly. So I mean, winter might be a little bit harder, but it's not going to be a complete content drought. Let's be real.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like we should still go in the winter, only because, you know, winter is nature. You got to see what it's like.
Yeah.
When it's cold, there's nothing around.
Right. That is definitely the truth. It's definitely the truth.
I mean, when I was in Ohio, when we went down to Ohio, isn't it? Shit was winter wonderland. Like overnight, when snow was up to my knees, I was like, "Whoa! I haven't seen snow like this in years." And like he lives in the woods. The dude lived in the woods.
Yeah, he lived in the middle of a nature reserve.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah. But moving on to topic of conversations, places that we're thinking about going to. We have a decent amount. Everybody's been kind of looking up things, kind of like checking things out. Everybody now is moving around to see if they could find their things, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You gotta flip through the pages, you know?
I'm gonna have a fun time editing these. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
You're editing?
Yeah, you have to edit podcast.
You don't gotta edit podcast.
Yes,
Come on.
you do.
Insert laugh track here.
Okay, so yeah, we coached. Yeah, Pat's gonna need it.
I don't know what
This is
Austin
funny.
is doing, but I think he's eating food, trying to hide it or drink
No.
water.
I'm moving something out of the way because my cord kept getting caught on it, so it's a water jug.
Just you see a cat just yeeted.
So I seen a video where supposedly a ghost was throwing a cat around a room. It
A
looked
ghost?
so real. I was like, either these people are fucked up and they're abusing this cat, or this ghost is fucked up and it's abusing this cat. Either way, I was not happy.
Someone like using this cat.
Either way, I'm pretty mad.
He had 3 legs, man.
Oh,
Three legs.
that's wrong. That's
Should have
wrong.
already thrown around once. Not a lizard. Grow back.
So, what's the
Fucked
information
up.
you got, Pap?
So, like, I want to go to Ledgeworth Village at some point. I was already telling you this when you were first starting to edit this in your room.
Yeah.
Like, the day we came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my dumb ass thought, oh, Ledgeworth Village is near Ledgeworth State Park. It makes sense. Never actually looked at a map. But it's on the other side of New York. So
No?
it'll be a while. But yeah, man, this place, I didn't do a lot of research on it. But only because I know about, a lot about it, sort of.
A part of me
I
really
was
wants to
telling
go
you
to
is
like
that-
Ellis Island too.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
All
Yeah.
like we're like a
What
whole, I mean a
else?
whole bunch of
Why not?
immigrants like went there, they died, they lived there, they try to make lives there.
Yeah. Oh, man, don't mind me. Edit that out.
I mean,
Come on.
like
Keep editing.
my my one place that I want to go is Old Pigman's Road. I would love to be there.
Yeah.
Do you want to do
Pigman's Road.
a little bit of history about that, Austin?
I mean, Pigman's Road. I know some history about it. A lot of people don't know about it in New York, but he was considered to be, like, story wise, one of like New York's first like serial killers. He used to like butcher pigs and whatnot, and he would like hang the pig skulls like on pegs going up his road to keep people out. Like, he didn't want anybody on his land. And on top of it, I know there was a train wreck that happened not too far down the way from his place that killed over like 100 people. And they say that the road going up to it is extremely haunted. I know for a fact. This one I know for a fact. I know the last one I said it. But
You did.
there are people do go there to perform like satanic rituals and such on the road. There will be going like people like cops have to drive down the road like constantly to make sure kids aren't like doing stupid shit on it.
Yeah, so how does that bode out for us though?
I mean, like, if we're not on the road, or if we let the local law enforcement know that we're there to record for the night, they're usually cool about that stuff.
Okay.
As long as we're not sitting there like, blood
Burning,
pentagram from a chicken drawn on the bridge. I
Praise
think they're going to be
chicken.
casually okay with us.
Praise chicken, you know?
Yeah.
The
Well, I know
chicken
The ultimate chicken
BuzzFeed-
nugget.
BuzzFeed Unsolved, I think it's called. They went to the bridge and they did a whole thing on Pigman. They try to see if they can capture any of the stuff.
Yeah.
If you're on the bridge, Pigman's bridge, and you call him out, it said that like a demon's supposed to come and like pick you up, and like throw you off the bridge. And if you start challenging old Pigman, he's the one that comes and throws you off his bridge. There have been people that have been kicked off the bridge. There's been people that shoved over the side of the bridge. There has been injuries that have occurred on site, and like recorded medical injuries that have occurred because someone just was like standing near the edge and they were yelling at old Pigman, challenging him, throwing insults at him, saying this, that, and the third, shoved right off the side.
I mean, as much as I don't want to be shoved, I would love to catch that on camera.
Scout. Let's go.
We tie a rope to Austin.
I'm on your bridge, Pigman.
I'm on your bridge.
I'm on your bridge, Ed boys.
When I made that joke, I don't know if you saw, like, on my camera, my whole camera just cut to green for like a hot second, then came back. I was like, oh, the demons don't like that.
The diamonds.
The diamonds. But yeah, like there's a lot of stuff.
Matt Damon.
My friend, the one that we were gonna go and see to get smudged from because of the first location was supposed to be so great.
I feel like that was gonna be a lot like Lion King. They were gonna be like, see.
Nah, it's a whole ritual thing. Like, it's a wicked ritual.
I'm sorry, I hate Pat so much.
No.
I'm trying to be all serious.
But he said that he agreed to take us. He used to live like right a couple blocks over from him, on, like Pigman's Road. And he went exploring there a lot. He knows where Pigman Shed, where he would butcher animals and whatnot, is, and it was torn down not that long ago. But he said that he would take us to the location, and we could record on and whatnot.
If we do that,
So
I would definitely want to get like a decent amount of like paranormal equipment and stuff.
Yeah, no, that we'd have to get set up for. But
and we could do
like
salt lines on the outside of us and stuff.
Yeah, he said that 100% he'd take us, and like he'll make sure that we're set after the fact. But we can always go there and do what we got to do, record a bunch of stuff, and we can hopefully catch something.
Right. We do plan on having guests on the podcast.
Yeah.
Just random people who are knowledgeable about. Yeah, we talked about Austin's buddy.
Really?
We talked about that with you, Pat.
The guy that's supposed to go with us.
How you doing?
Speaking about guests.
Speaking about.
Oh.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, a little bit of technical difficulties, but me and Austin will continue to talk through it.
Yeah.
Yay. But yeah, so that sounds really interesting about the whole Pigman's Road. I'm definitely interested to see like what type of shots we can get, if we can catch anything like weird or out of place. Even slight things. I don't know.
I kind of want to go during the day and then like stay through till the night, and then record at night.
I would probably like to get there about like 3-4 o'clock.
Yeah, and like we could record like the afternoon, like during the day, and like we could plant some seeds to go back to later on. Because I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah. I think that'd be really fun and really informative for people, like, interesting and stuff like that. And
yeah. Well, I know with my buddy, he also told me that there's, like, Wiccan covens that go out there along with satanic rituals.
Okay.
And they're known to practice in the area as well. So, like, it's a hotbed.
It's a hot spot for all different types of things.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's definitely interesting. I mean, once again, like I said, I would love to go there. I would love to get things like done. I would like to try to get a couple more things recorded before it start becoming too cold to go out anymore.
Right.
So I know it's starting to get towards that time of year where it's going to start getting really hard to record. So if I'm able to bulk record a little bit, I think I'm gonna. Right. I had uploads for every week, but I think I'm gonna space them out to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just to kind of give us a little bit more latency and content besides the first video, just because. But yeah, so just so that way we can kind of have like a parameter and an aspect of like what the plan is and what we're gonna do. But yeah, I would love to go there before it gets cold, just because we can get some more shots and stuff. Yeah, I think it'd be really interesting. And there's nothing wrong with getting more content. I mean. And then the nature trail that we're talking about is outside of our town. We could go there before it gets cold easy. It's about a 7-minute drive from my house.
Yeah.
So it's not bad at all. To be honest, we'd probably want to get there earlier because like there's a lot of different like areas you can go in.
It's the one by M's, right?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's down near my mom's. The nature trail down near my mom's.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely by M's then.
Okay.
Or at least there's an exit by Emily's house.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
It's our comeback.
Hit him with the comeback.
Our first celebrity guest, if we wanted to be Owen Wilson, so he could say, "Oh wow."
That's our dream guest. Wow. That's our dream guest right there is Owen Wilson.
Dream guest right there. Get Owen Wilson on here. Be like, so what are your less successful brothers doing? What do they do these days?
Aaron, anytime you go to post this, now you have to put a tag in there as Owen Wilson and just wait. Eventually, he's going to get this sent to him.
I'm just going to start DMing him on Twitter repeatedly. I'm just going to send him links to our podcast. Then he's going to come at us for royalties.
I mean...
You can't, wow. You can't copyright that. You can't.
I mean,
his is, oh, wow. Ours is, wow.
Well, I've been saying, oh, wow.
No, it's wow.
It's wow.
Wow. But
Number one, it kind of sounds like a band name, too.
Yeah.
But, back on more topics of conversation. Yeah, so we have the nature trail that we're planning on going on. That seems like a lot of fun. With a whole bunch of nice, like, just nature shots and stuff like that. Natural creek and stuff.
Honestly, we should go to the other nature trail. It's just past the fairgrounds. I don't think you've ever been there.
I mean, I haven't, but
wooden owls out front before you walk in.
Oh, I was about to say, I want to go to multiple. I want to go out to, like, one, like, you know what I mean? Just a whole bunch.
This place is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always enjoyed going there.
But yeah, I mean, I plan on, like, all these things could be all different shots, you know what I mean? So, more exploration, the better, to be real.
Oh, good.
I know, I was about to say, I know, like, we were talking about also, like, the Van Horn Mansion, if anybody knows about that place.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. I know of it.
I don't.
It's yeah, it's a haunted place over in Medina. So,
I mean, like,
yeah.
I know. Oh, good.
I was about to say, like, Old Fort Niagara would be cool.
Yeah.
My dad and I went there once specifically to try and hunt ghosts in the middle of the day.
Your dad
I was like, Dad, can we go to Old Fort Niagara? He's like, why would you want to go to Old Fort Niagara? Don't you want to just stay inside and play video games? No, I kind of want to go there. Didn't want to tell him it was so I could try and hunt ghosts and shit. But by the time we got there, he was already talking about it. So we just started. And he's like, oh, well, want to try and find something? So we did. We tried to. Didn't get anything, though.
That's sad.
I mean, middle of the day, you know, isn't the most paranormally of hours.
Yeah.
At least from, like, what
it's 3 a.m. somewhere, right?
Just not right here.
Yeah, I always thought about that. I'm like, hey, ghosts, is it only Eastern Standard? Is that what we're doing?
No, it's wherever their time zone is that 3 a.m.
Yeah, it's constantly spinning around the earth, slowly mixing it up and going and going. That'd be some shit though if the phases of the moon and shit. The moon's basically just mixing it up on Earth.
It's just holding all the spirits in one spot. They just travel with the moon.
Might be onto something here.
So my God!
Why the easier birds, all right.
So I drew little trees into the We Are One thing. I turned them into little trees. I'll try and fold this up so you can't see anything else that's on it.
Pat's our artsy one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorta.
I mean, you can see most of his work in the back there right behind him if you take a look.
That's just something I'm working on now.
Yeah.
Not most of it.
Most
of it's over there. Yeah, you see? Oh, it's backwards. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, you can see your trees.
That's really cool, man.
And I wanted to like somehow have an abandoned building in the background of it.
Oh, you could have it like that in like the O or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can see through the O. It's just over there. Like, oh shit! I can see it. Wow!
Wow! Wow! We are
another.
What?
I was gonna say, I know of another location I would love to go and actually take some shots in is Whirlpool and Devil's Hole Park up in Niagara Falls.
Yep.
Rayleigh Gorge.
Yeah. You were telling me about some places with like Native American like lore and stuff like that, and
Yeah, the Devil's Hole is the one that's got the native lore.
Do we want to go into too much detail, or do we want to go more detail when we get there?
More detail when we have that shot.
Yeah. So I think that would be really interesting. Kind of giving more detail when we get to these places. A lot of these places, this trip was just kind of like spare of the moment. So when they're more spare of the
moment, experimental. This wasn't even scout. This was
spare of the moment.
Yeah.
So they're not all going to be like this. They're all going to just have like algorithms.
Right.
They're all going to have different styles to them. Each one's going to kind of have their own like theme and like flow to it.
Yeah.
Because if paranormal things continue to happen or weird things continue to happen, then that's going to be the aspect. If like we keep on finding like beautiful nature shots, then or like the waterfalls and stuff like that, and recording stuff like that, of course we're going to lean towards that.
Right.
So whatever the journey lean towards is what we're going to go for.
I mean, I know. When we're talking about like the stuff out where we went, I know I would love to return. The waterfall place, I used to go up that way with a friend of mine. We would go up there and get lunch all the time. And we would sit like, those rocks that you had to climb up onto to get up towards the waterfall where the rope is. We would climb up there and we would just chill there and we would have lunch. We'd feed some of the fish there. And we'd swim every now and again if we wanted to, but that was generally what we would do over there. That's how I knew of that one. I know there's one the opposite direction, that like the uphill more. It's a 3-tier waterfall that leads to a dam. That's
like a man-made really dam, or like
that one's a man-made dam, but like it blocked up the water flow down there.
Okay.
And there's like 3 tiers to a waterfall there.
That sounds interesting.
Beautiful place. Yeah. We would have to definitely go for that one when we're able to walk into water, though, because you have to like walk through a decent trail. There's like no trail that leads up on the one side. You have to cut through the water to get up to the trail.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so we're gonna want like those water boots. I can't remember what they're called right now.
Yeah, well, the duckies.
I think so.
Yeah, man, you want overalls, to be honest with you. You want shit that's going to go all the way up.
That's what I'm saying, like the boots that are like pants.
The water is only like this deep most of the way.
Said you gotta walk through some serious water. So
yeah, you gotta walk through the water. I'm not saying it's deep as hell.
And it's
not
the destination, it's the journey. Right?
Fair enough.
That's what we should do.
Right.
I'll take a little way there. Make that
There are
a little.
There are holes in the water that drop down to like 10 to 12 feet in some of them. So we do have to be careful when we walk in with equipment and whatnot. But they're fairly obvious.
A little danger.
Yeah.
I mean, all these had some danger to it. I mean, some of the shots we had bullet holes in the one sign and things like that.
Yeah. That was leading up to the tunnel, right?
Tunnel and the abandoned house. It was in between both.
In between.
Like, I think it was, like, directly in the middle. Like, it was pretty cool. Like, how, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's
definitely
honestly really cool and, to be honest, different, you know?
Yeah.
What? Seems like you wanted to say something, Pat.
Hit the Mac.
No.
No, I hit the Mac.
Don't worry about it, Skater.
I don't know. I was just stroking my beard.
I wish. I just have to stroke my second chin here.
No, I just got to shave this off one more time, and I think I'm ready for winter. Maybe another time, but I kind of held it a little too close.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I
hide it. Hide it. You can't see it. It's not there. Where is it?
I don't know. I just like contorting my face. I don't know. It's fun.
That's fair. Just like
Fun
I said.
pastime. Got you.
Also likes to poke holes in it.
What?
Like to poke holes in your face. Yo, I don't know if you've ever seen Aaron do this, but one time, Aaron, well, like I'm sure he does it with any liquid.
Okay.
This time specifically, his lip got infected right as a little bit after he got the second one.
Yeah.
And so this dude put peroxide in his mouth and just sprayed it out of his lip, and it just went. He's like, it tastes like shit. Like, yeah, you're not supposed to put that in your mouth.
I've never seen him do that.
Yeah, I can squirt water through my holes.
Well, yeah, I would expect you to be able to, though, straight through your lip.
I wasn't expecting you to see him do it with peroxide, but just, maybe he's just, hey, you also put, I got you.
I mean, dude, I like these specific lip rings have been in my lip for like since I was 17.
Ages.
I haven't changed them. They haven't fallen out, so it's like, why change them? I'll clean them, but like, that's about it. I mean, my gauges have stayed the same size. Thinking about going a little bit bigger on those, but that's really about it. Why'd you blink like that,
Gotcha.
Pat?
Got a headache. You're gonna see through the whole video when you're editing. I'm just gonna keep touching my eye right here. It's right back here. It's right behind my eye.
Should have took a nap.
It's not even that dark. It's not even that bright in here. Like, I'm in the dark on purpose.
I was gonna say,
What's giving
it looks
me
like
light?
the only light.
The PlayStation. This is the PlayStation
Yeah.
screen that's doing this. I got this up.
I was gonna say, he's just gonna start playing.
No, I'm kidding.
Pat would be on the forest, if anything.
So Thomas and Jared and I had a world in there. Okay, I'm getting off topic. This is the
podcast. This is the podcast.
We talk about everything and anything.
Carried away, Aaron. All I was gonna do was gather up supplies so that when these guys actually joined in, or at least one of them, we had enough supplies where we could build something cool or do something. I built it all, pretty much. Like, not built it all, but I built this sweet ass storage shed.
Yeah.
Storage shed. Stone walls, and it had the roof on it, and it was sick. Filled all the log things up with wood. I had a whole explosives rack filled with dynamite off to the side, just so when we go logging, kept running out of TNT.
TNT logging is the best thing.
Yeah.
It really is.
I mean, like, Aaron, do you want to
I
play
brought
quick?
Thomas in, and he was like, "What do we even do?"
Since we're talking about the forest, like, well, we were like recording and whatnot. I mean, do you want to like mention the channels on that? Or,
Oh
like,
yeah. So I'm guessing you all could tell. I mean, like, they are featured channels.
Mine is just straight up like branding right here, just my tapestry.
Aaron from the Deep Sea Haven.
Kinda,
Austin from the Eldritch Realms.
The Eldritch Realms. I could shoot you for that one. It's not my channel.
How'd you get this name?
Because literally his banner's behind him, so I have to mess with him.
Yeah.
How did you get to Gaming?
Drakoknich Lich Gaming.
Yeah.
My so I went online. I looked up like channel names and whatnot. I found one other channel that had like Draconic Lich Gaming, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna change it up just a bit, just a tiny bit.
I'm gonna hit it with some dyslexia.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with some dyslexia. No, I purposely spelled it wrong, and then I'm not trying to blame my dyslexia on that. I purposely went through. I spelled it wrong so people would have to actually look up my name, or just randomly find me and be like, oh, well, this guy's definitely not run of the mill.
He can't spell.
Yeah. I didn't think like the first
thing I got was like, Rihanna was like, can he not spell?
Dyslexia, but
Oh
like I said, like I purposely did this, and it's my own fault. I know that it is. I have stated this numerous times, and I will defend it to my death.
Think about it like deeply, like
me.
The perfect name.
You talk.
No,
my channel took me so long. My channel took me so long to come up with this name.
Dude, it was like
I don't know, I had
years of his life thinking of band names just to turn them into fucking YouTube channel names. Like that was. I had no idea, but this is the real reason he kept coming up with badass names.
Yeah.
The Deep Sea Haven, man. It's the haven for everybody.
I mean, I had an old.
I actually told
YouTube
somebody about your channel today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So,
word of mouth.
Yeah, he was selling Pokemon cards. He was shipping them to somebody, and he's like, "Do you want?" I'm like, "Well, my roommate does like unboxing videos of like Magic cards and shit like that. Yu-Gi-Oh too, right? You do Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon.
Yeah. I told him like, and I was like, Deep Sea Haven, man, you should check it out. He does video games, all that. He's got PC, PlayStation. He's gonna look you up.
You just gotta grind,
man.
So.
I had him pretty sold. I was like, yo, you see that Logic bought a Charizard for $220,000? He's like, yeah. What the fuck? I'm like, I just pretended like I was one of them.
I mean, it's probably like a PSA like 10 black. What a PSA 10 black is means it got 10 in every rating, because you can still get like a PSA 10 if you have like a 9.5 and two different things and two 10s, because technically 0.9s in that standing are just, you would round it up to 10.
Yeah.
But a black label rating means it was 10 in everything, and if the first edition Charizard, a PSA grading I think 8 is like almost like 4,000.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about ridiculously priced cards, we're gonna talk about Magic for a hot second and talk about Black Lotus.
The product, I mean, like, yeah, but like you got to think like Magic has been out longer than Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
So like, it kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real here.
No, I know.
And
but
the
I mean,
thing with Black Lotus is like, it didn't have a crazy distribution.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, like, find an original set of Magic. I dare you.
Money.
No, to be honest, like, try to find a first set of Magic. I'll wait. Somebody willing to sell an entire case.
I know.
Without it being
there's no way.
Yeah, no, there's no way that they're gonna sell them. But I know people like talk about their OG decks, and like Game Grumps, because I know you at least know it, Aaron. Danny Sexbane, he talked about his Magic deck once because he used to play, and he's like, I have the original like alpha and beta sets. He's like, I went through my deck just to see how much it's worth. He's like, altogether, I'm sitting at like 50. I think he's like $30,000 to $50,000.
Yeah.
Just on like a few cards alone, it's worth $30,000 to $50,000.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think about it like this. Like, to be honest, a lot of card games, like, let's be honest, the only card game that wasn't worth getting into as a kid was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh's prices fluctuate way too much. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you have an original Blue Eyes, original, you're looking at probably like $2,000 to $3,000. And like same with like Dark Magician and stuff like that. But there's select cards where, like, if we were talking about like Pokemon, even there's cards more expensive than the base set. Because funny fact, I'm about to get like a little nerdy for you guys. Everybody in the podcast, if you like nerdy things, then you'll like this little like anecdote. Wizard of the Coast also created, from my knowledge, Magic and Pokemon at the time. And the last set that Wizard of the Coast made, I think it's Delta Series something. It's the package is like a green emerald color, and it's the last time the Wizards of the Coast did the artwork and everything for Pokemon, because then they stopped going through that company and they went through a new company. Just one of the boxes, a sealed box, from what I've heard, goes for like $25,000. Each pack is almost worth $1,000. I can't remember the exact one, so I can write fail on the video, and I'll show an image on the screen of what pack I'm talking about and like the proper, like, what it's called. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I'll throw it up probably in the blank spots that we have on the screen. Like it is just crazy to think about like just everything in its whole. Like I don't know, it's mind-boggling to me. Because like nothing really appreciates in value like that. Like if you think about it, like you could have a camera and like they bought it for $100 then, and you could sell it for like maybe like $1,000 for a decorative piece. But like nothing to the extent of like a box of Pokemon costs like $60 to $70 to $80. You know what I mean? To gain that much value over time, it's just, I don't know. It's something's beautiful about it, but something's also insane about it.
I'm just kind of looking down at Pat right now. I regret talking about Pokemon.
It's all good. I know. I'm just why I brought it up because I have 3 energies. I have 3 rare energies out of it.
Nice.
That I got off a guy. I didn't know what they were at first. He was like, "Oh, I'll sell it to you for $10 a piece." I was like, "Oh, these are just energy cards. Here you are on drugs." And then I saw them, and I'm like, "All right, let's do it," because they were just beautiful cards. I was like, "Screw it. I'll lose out a little bit just to own these cards." And I found out they're like, I think like $70-$80 a piece to 100.
Nice.
I don't know, it's just mind-boggling.
I mean, like I got a deck from Magic not that long ago that I dropped like $700 on.
That is insane. That is insane.
It's an aristocrat deck. It's the
No.
You see, Pat?
Pat.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you now, like, I'm going to pull out one card that's worth, like, the most out of the, or 2. So just pass the one. Like, I have it next to me here.
On my screen specifically, just so I can talk to you direct. You understand? Nobody should drop that much money on cards.
I mean, I think if you're able to make money off it, then do you, boo-boo. If you're able to make your money back, then do it all day.
Sure.
It's no different than, like, racing cars.
Yeah, if you knew the ways and you were in the hustle and deal, sure.
I'm not
even... here.
You can't see that card at all. I'll just put on... Say the name of it.
Urborg Tomb of Yagua or something like that.
Okay, I'll have it on the screen. You're making more editing for me, but...
Yagua?
Sorry, but
okay.
That card I know is worth some... That was one of the most expensive cards. And it was a land card.
All right, I'll have the price up. If it's not worth a lot of money, I'm going to call you a fool. You fool!
That's fine.
Like,
just put red fool across my face. I'll tell you now. I'll go and Google it. I'm Googling it now.
I should Google it just so I could be there.
Do it. I'll give you the spelling. We'll do it at the same time.
The verification.
What's it called?
Urborg.
Urborg. You are.
Fuck that.
All right.
But
I had the keyboard all set. I was gonna type it.
I don't know. See, now that we have the conversation rolling, it feels like we haven't been going on that long, but we're already almost hitting the hour mark, guys. It's crazy.
Well, shit, we could hit the hour mark. Stop.
It's dropped down to $20. I'm really sad about that.
What?
It's dropped to $20.
How much you buy it for, buddy?
I don't remember the exact price of what I bought it for, but I know the deck overall was, almost $700. Shipping and handling.
How many cards came in the deck?
60 cards in Magic. Or is it
No,
Commander?
I got it's Commander. I got
Commander. Okay, so it's 99 cards, 1 Commander? Or is it 99 cards and 1 Commander. Okay.
I also opted to get a special art of one of the commanders, so that was
$700.
This was a little more expensive. Yeah, I spent $700 on them.
There's how many cards? 90 cards, you said?
99. Well, with 100 technically.
Yeah, there's technically 100 because of the commander.
Some of these cards are no longer in circulation or print, and if they reprint them, their price is going to drop exponentially. But there's only a handful. Most of them are one-offs that they dropped at Core 15, which
you're spending on average about $7 a card there.
Yeah,
that's actually not that bad to think about it.
Yeah, if you sit down and think about it, on average, it's not terrible.
That's not that weird. That's weird to think about.
I guess because I mean, if each of your cards, say.
I mean,
so if each card,
actually,
if
no,
each
no,
card
you gotta
goes over
minus it. You gotta
$7 in
minus it.
value,
No, you gotta minus it. Because technically, let's be real, lands.
there's 36 land. All right, so I think there's like 32 to 36 land. So do that quick math and then re-average out.
Yeah, because lands are dirt cheap, so you can't even count them in the card total.
Some of them are expensive.
30.
32. 32.
I'll say 25 because I know I bought extra land. Like one was strip mine. That was.
Okay, so 25.
So
So 75.
So I take 25. 25.
So it'd be 75 cards that he bought. Besides like lands. And there's
Strip
a couple
mine's
special-
$100.
That's why I said like besides specialty lands.
Just under.
I took. Yeah.
Under what?
Like
I didn't hear you.
10.
Yeah. See. Now that's a little bit. Once again, like I just because I was curious about that. But yeah, to be honest, I don't think. Once again, like that's not too crazy if you think about it in like the grand scheme of things. $10 for a hobby isn't that bad.
$10 per card. No, it's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like every once in a while, like let's say you built this deck over like 4 years. Okay, that's not bad.
Said drop.
Nah, straight up. Yeah, I straight up dropped $700.
I understand that. What I'm saying is like
accumulating $700.
I'm talking to the audience. You see me? You do it slowly. Don't do what he did. Do it slowly. You kill yourself doing it that way.
Do it.
Don't follow my footsteps.
Austin spent how much on the deck?
What you spend on that banner?
One second. Pat.
This banner behind me?
We all got to do the O face for the thumbnail.
I'm not doing that.
Come on, Pat. You got to do it.
The banner behind me here, I spent $40 on in total.
That's not bad.
I had a custom made logo made, and got the tapestry for $40 all together.
Like I said, I want to get one for the for We Are One, and I want to get one for the Deep Sea Haven.
Like this?
Yeah.
I mean, I know I have the custom tapestry place online still.
I understand
This
that,
is
but
this is almost like as thick as a blanket, so I understand.
So I get the extra money, definitely.
Yeah, if you get like the full logo and everything ready for the
Just
We Are One.
me, sir. Just reminded me.
Because I want to get one set up like a flag. I want to hang it outside my house. So I think that'd be awesome.
You're not gonna.
Yeah.
Your hate flag around my house, Aaron.
I hate flag.
Hate flag.
I hate you, Pat.
So.
But yeah, so. Anybody have any like closing statements or anything they would like to say?
Anybody got change for a 20?
What?
Anybody?
What are you talking
about?
about?
Change for a 20?
What are you talking about?
No. Change for a 20.
I got $1. I got a literal single dollar.
I got a $50 bill.
I get paid in 2 days, so you gotta calm down.
I only got 15 and 20s, man.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to give you Spectrum and NYSEC.
Oh.
Just trying to pay bills, dog. All right, calm down.
There's a time and a place for that. There's a time and a place for that.
You talk about you'll pay your bills after this.
Everybody, I'm trying to pay my bills, but Aaron won't let me be a responsible adult.
It's not my fault I have the Ronas.
I literally got to pay him.
I'm not making a joke about coronavirus. I do have the coronavirus.
That's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing this like this. Like we're all in separate rooms and shit. I'm in a completely separate house.
Yeah.
Very happy about that.
They didn't know we were living together, Austin.
I'm in a very close off.
I mean, I didn't say anything.
Which feature?
Hold on. I'm gonna just say this right now. You just told him you're trying to pay bills.
It's a valid point.
No. He does have a. Fuck you, man. That's where we have this podcast.
Hold on now. Like, don't throw me under the bus if you don't expect to come back down with me.
I can't wait for the imagery that I'm going to throw into this. I can't wait for it.
Was the fucking buzz.
Just one of us just doing this as the thumbnail.
I don't know what I'm doing for the thumbnail yet.
Did it. If you go in and edit this, you will find me going like this.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, now Aaron, all Aaron's got to do is just lean back and pinch your nipples. That's the thumbnail. Just me and Pat just sitting back doing this, and then Aaron's like...
You got him with the stank face. But I think it's time for us to close out the podcast here.
It's breaking down.
If you guys did like this installment, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
You're going to edit all this out, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
No. Maybe, I don't know. We kind of sees how it goes. But yeah, this is Aaron from We Are One.
You.
This is Allison from We Are One.
This is Patrick from Aaron's roommate.
Now they know we're 100% certainty, Pat.
Alright, I'm closing it out here. These people don't want to listen.
All right.
This is Aaron. Have a good day.